What up? It's your boy T-Man, reaction. Today's Wrestling Wednesday. About to get into some walk culture though. It's been the one I've been in late. I know it's going to be WJ. Hopefully everything okay though, because I've been doing a lot of his videos. But anyway, we're about to get into some more of stuff you may not remember in wrestling as well too. And we're going to check a little like superstar from different eras that you may not remember though, whether they you may not remember at all, or you may remember that she wrestled then before being well known in later eras. This one we're going to check out is 10 Attitude Era WWE Superstar you totally don't remember. So, and I said that the last statement because on the title of on the thumbnail of this one was R-Truth when he was known as K-Quick. So, anyway, you know, the Attitude Era was one of the most iconic, still is one of the most iconic eras of wrestling. We had a whole lot of household names to the point that even guys who was like low card was well known. There's still some people you may not remember from the Attitude Era. So without further ado, I don't know if it's gonna be hosted by Sonny Miller or any others from Russ Culture. Let's get it.
The Attitude Era was great and amazing and peaches and cream. That's what the power of nostalgia does. And yes, it was brilliant, but it wasn't a...
Always love this iconic picture right here.
Constant home run. There are some truly bizarre participants we have totally forgotten about. So I am Simon Miller. And let's drag them back into the conversation right now. Number 10, Giant Silver. Yo. That's right. Giant Silver was part of the Attitude Era, but how? He was part of a group known as the Oddities, which were just famous.
Not one of the most best, definitely one of the worst big men since Giant Gonzalez.
For hiding people like this, because John Tenter was in there too. It's flipping earthquake. Yep. I suppose this is why the WWF snuck Giant Silver in there, because look at his CV. The man was a former basketball player and MMA fighter, known very well to a specific audience when he did pop up in the company for a year from 1998. Really, it was just a look to the future as he was out there in the Happy Giant role, which Vince McMahon loved. Think Albert when he became the hip-hop hippo, or Brodus Clay, and for no reason he was a dinosaur. I'm not sure I can even give you one story about Silver in terms of what he did during his run. It was just sort of there.
Yep.
That's really weird. Number 9, Just Joe. Joey Legend helped train me.
I actually remember Just Joe. I've got what was the storyline about to find out, but yeah.
When I jumped into wrestling, I can tell you this, he is way better than you realize. It's why he made it to the top, because that doesn't just happen when he was indeed reborn as Just Joe. That was his gimmick too. For no reason, he popped up in backstage segments, and before other wrestlers could get mad, he extended his hand and said, "It's cool. It's Just Joe." You really could have made something from this, given how mad the late 90s were, but this was very much a case of
not a bad gimmick. No, I mean, just for something like that, because, like I said, Attitude, like, so this definitely was past one Attitude Era.
You're getting bored. After a few weeks, there was no more word about it. When the WCW buyout happened, Legend was never seen again. Given the whole point was for Joe to cause havoc behind the scenes, this could have been great and a perfect way to fill in some hope.
He was part of that. He was the kind of like the instigator, or like the part into that Stephanie Triple H and Kurt Angle love angle. Yup.
Because trust me, in the Attitude Era, the amount of plot holes we did have was ridiculous.
Was it?
You need to make sense of it. It's Just Joe. Number 8, Pantera. No, not a metal band from the 90s.
This I don't remember.
That also would have been odd. From 1990s.
Like I said, this was a time that it was an era I didn't fully watch the Attitude Era because I was at the moment. But yes.
7 to 1999, though, which many people do dub as part of the Attitude Era, Pantera had 19 matches in the then light heavyweight division. And yes, that's ridiculous. 19 matches over 2 years. In Your House, No Way Out of Texas in 1998 was his biggest moment, where he faced Taka Michinoku and lost. Of course, WWE then signed a deal for a lucha show called Super Astros. Pantera got drafted to that. It was a huge error.
Yeah, I kind of heard they had a little Latin brand for a short time as well too, because I looked it up, and even Val Venus I think was doing commentary because he can speak Spanish. But yes,
program had more than 2 episodes. In terms of the WWF side of things, he really could have been their Rey Mysterio, but we have talked about this. The company was not interested, and the only reason wrestlers of this ilk even got on the show was to try and combat what WCW was doing. What could have been. Number 7, Brackus. This guy always comes up. Seems to have somewhat of a nice following. or people just
kinda
found him
remember him.
strange. Breckus was in the door in 1996 because he looked like a pro bodybuilder, and we know the deal there. Vince
course,
McMahon
Vince.
loved it. There
Vince.
are plenty of stories of Vince backstage just in awe of his vascularity, and that is fine. If that's your thing, it's cool.
He's literally
The
like
problem was Breckus could not go in the ring.
No,
he certainly
man,
tried
he
and
was
even
just
had a
big
small
guy.
excursion
Yep,
to
not a lot,
ECW before returning it.
Not surprised. Typical muscle guy with just muscle, no more. He was Rob Terry before Rob Terry.
1998,
They said Rob
but
Terry.
yeah.
Because
No clue what to do with him. He was put in the brawl for all and got his ass kicked.
Jesus.
That was the end. He was soon released, which
Jesus.
goes to show muscles do help.
that was like may have been the gift and curse of really that brawl for all. Because
They are not everything. Number 6, Southern
Justice.
Justice. Now this could have worked.
well, because of the name. But we know you'll know who he is.
Was the team formerly known as the Godwins, and as their gimmick was pig farmers, they needed an updated one for the Attitude Era. Enter Southern Justice. They debuted in June 1998 under their real names, Dennis Knight and Mark Canterbury, and looked like they could kick your ass. We all forget this, but these two were huge. Everybody was back then.
Yep.
They affiliated themselves with Jeff Jarrett too,
Henry
which
looked
should have
so
been a
different
great
that look.
unit. When Canterbury's issues caught up with him and he was forced to retire through injury.
Yeah.
Jeff would head back to the competition eventually too, and of course Knight became Midian.
Midian, yep.
What a damn shift. It's why we don't remember them, because they were barely together before they split up, so it is a shame. This could have gone a lot differently, especially in the late 90s. Groups really were the in thing. Number 5,
Okay,
Quick.
Quick.
I am pretty
Yup.
sure R-Truth was around when wrestling first kicked off as an idea. The man doesn't age and just keeps
Yeah,
going.
for
His
real,
win
he
with the
does
Miz at
not.
WrestleMania 40 sort of summed up how the fans feel about this guy, because it was nothing but love, and yeah, K-Quick, as he was known then, was
Yeah,
around
man.
during the Attitude Era. This was the year of 2000 when
He
the
is
chest...
the epitome of He's like the wrestling epitome of black don't crack. That's almost it. Yeah, rare I use that kind of talk like that though. Why the hell got Kofi Kingston in the caption though?
Pieces were
Yo.
being moved, including the New Age Outlaws. Because the Road Dogg needed a new partner, these two were put together. It felt like they could become a
love
thing
their
when
interest, I ain't
disaster
gonna lie.
struck
I love their
again.
interest. I
Jesse
don't
James
care.
left the company after some personal issues, and that all became quite problematic. Quick had a mini singles run before he was let go, and yeah, he soon went to TNA
Yup.
as R-Truth and became the world champion. And be warned, if you do track this down, some of
Technically, the Ron the True Killings, but still.
his
That's where
promos,
R-Truth came
he was
from.
not holding back.
Ooh,
It
he
doesn't
was
mean
not.
he was a blink and you'll miss it cameo throughout this period.
Do you think
Here we
R-Truth was fun and loving? Nah, and in TNA, ooh, he was ruthless.
are in 2024
was
and
ruthless.
Truth is still around. I absolutely love it. Number 4, BB.
BB,
Brace
yes.
yourselves. The madness has
No
arrived.
lie, BB was a baddie, but yeah.
It's no big secret now, though, that women during the Attitude Era were not treated right. It was more than them just being eye candy. Sometimes it got really dark.
Yeah.
It feels like this is why BB was
BB was a
hired,
hottie.
also known as Barbara Bush, because her main role seemingly was just to be a model under the banner of wrestling. Know the deal. She debuted in 1999 as a paramedic, which is when, yep, Jerry Lawler especially was stunned that somebody working in the medical industry could have big breasts. Don't know how to put it, but now I hate myself. I think even WWE realized they needed more than this, so in 2000, the Dudleys got their hands on her
she was
and
victim of
powerbombed
the-
BB
of-
through a table.
She was victim of Bubba Ray's infatuation with putting ladies to the table. No, here we go. I gotta do it without glasses. No, better with the glasses hanging on me. I had to do it.
This was their gimmick at the
He's
time.
cracked
You do
me
not
up with
remember
that
this,
shit.
though, as from saying hello to being written off. Only 4 months passed. Alrighty then. She only had one proper match too,
course.
which of course was an evening gown encounter
course.
with Miss Kitty, Ivory, and Jacqueline at Armageddon 1999. Now I have said that, let's just move on. Number 3,
The
Sniper.
Sniper.
It's
Sniper.
another weird group
Again.
of boy howdy. In hindsight, this was
Again.
crazy. The Truth Commission. If you know, you know. You will instantly notice Bull
Yup.
Buchanan and Corrigan in there, who is also linked to the oddities. So who is the third guy?
Yup.
Well, that's Sniper.
Once again,
Of course it is.
The reason I said it
390
because I think he was because I think it was like Tattoo we did remember or something like that. or
1997 and 1998, this was Bill's go-to partner of choice, and man, did that become a thing. Old Snipe only worked one singles WWF match the whole time he was there. This was against Ken Shamrock in February of 1998 on Raw. Somehow he lasted 5 minutes. By April, he was gone when he returned to his native Germany, although that wasn't the worst. He was CWA champion when he left,
okay.
so I'm sure they were very happy when he came back. Number 2, Key. Ah, boy. If you thought this was Gangrel at first, I get it. And yes, the name.
Oh, definitely.
Just think about it for a second. I bet you'd like a Key event. This is also Vic Grimes, for people with the knowledge, who debuted on Raw in July 1999.
What?
And had a grand total.
Oh my God! So even Vic Grimes got in WWE somehow. Wow! With
one match after that on WWF Shotgun. He teamed with Droz and Prince Albert to get a squash win. What a trio that is. Almost like we just pushed our hands together. He was going to work with the Godfather when an injury to the pimp stopped that, which is when Grimes was sent to ECW. Management felt like he needed more experience. There really isn't much else to say about his Attitude Era run, as he was basically forgotten about. But again, he was called Key.
Wow.
I'm not sure what people were thinking. Number 1, Babu. Or Abu. That was his name when he debuted in 1998 alongside Tiger Ali Singh, when magically he became Babu. Either way, this was the worst part of the Attitude Era. It's just offensive stuff. Babu had wrestled a lot for ECW, whereas the WWF just wanted him to be an on-screen character for the most part. He was Pablo Marquez at one stage, fighting in the Cruiserweight division. He then got 2 matches on the B shows when he was tied to Tiger, which was an issue, because as soon as Singh was let go, he was too. Babu was gone. Wouldn't bother looking up this gimmick either. It's just the bad side of wrestling. Basically, one horrible stereotype. Not many other wrestlers that were around during the Attitude Era that we've all forgotten. Make sure you leave us a comment below before you like the video, share the video.
That's not pausing. Anyway, definitely interesting one. Like, most of what I remember as well, too. Like, Giant Silver, Just Joe, Southern Justice in a way. Okay, quick. I don't know why I showed this here about Cody Kingston, BB, Barb Bush, but the rest, Sniper in a way, but the rest, they got me in that one. But I did not know Vic Grimes had a run in WWF and even a short run, but still. Other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to this channel. Is there any other 10 WWE superstars from Attitude Era you think people don't remember? Comment down below. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.